Hi and welcome. Today we are going to move through a couple of different movements and breath work to help us get in touch with the sensations that we might feel in our body at different times and through different movements. So take a moment to get into a comfortable seat. No real focus on any particular part of your body right now or anything going on, just a nice comfortable area, recognizing where you are in space. Perhaps you notice the ground beneath you, the support of the chair underneath your buttocks, or the support of the backrest of the chair behind you. And just allow your body to fall comfortable. Perhaps as you begin this relaxation, your eyelids begin to fall heavy. Your gaze drifts down towards the floor. Perhaps they even fall shut. And take some time here to just notice your breath. Noticing how with each fleeting moment, there's an inhale in which the chest rises and an exhale in which the chest falls. Perhaps you notice where the breath is going into your body, how it's exiting. Maybe you notice it's entering through the nostrils and exiting through the mouth. Maybe it's entering and exiting through the nostrils. Or maybe it's entering and exiting through the slight opening in your mouth. Not placing any judgment on our breath here, just noticing if it's fast or slow, shallow or deep. Most of all, just noticing that the breath is present. And as we move about this session this afternoon, I'd like to offer the intention of just focusing on the awareness and sensation of what's going on in your body. Again, not finding any judgment, no criticisms, just finding what you feel in the moment that you feel it. Take one more deep breath here. And although we can't be physically together, there is an exchange of energy with the togetherness that we have. So I'd like to offer for us to take a deep breath in and exhale it all out. As you bring your attention back to the center of the room, you may find that your eyes drift open. There's also the option of exploring these movements with your eyes closed. That's totally up to you. And as we start some movement, just explore what it's like for your chin to fall forward towards your chest. Noticing the elongation in the back of your neck, the stretch from the base of your skull up into your shoulders. Maybe you take an inhale and drop your head back, top of the head towards the back of the room. Noticing that sensation of the front of the neck opening. Explore alternating this forward and backward motion of your neck, going at your own pace. Just noticing how it feels to have the neck open to the world. Finding that stretch from the chin to the chest. And then exploring what it's like to drop your chin to your chest. And that sensation on the back side of the body. The next time your neck comes to neutral, you might explore dropping your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Finding a stretch on the left side of the neck. Noticing that sensation from your ear all the way through your shoulder blade. Alternating, dropping your left ear towards the left shoulder. Finding a back and forth, side to side. Just noticing what it's like to allow the neck to support the head in this movement. Going back and forth, side to side. Finding some stillness wherever you might want to find it. Maybe you find that you need a full rotation in your neck as you drop your chin towards your chest, over to the shoulder, down, back, and around. If you've decided to find that rotation, perhaps you switch directions to find some equanimity in the movement. The next time your neck returns to neutral, we'll sit upright into an engaged posture. So we'll place our feet below us, plantly firmed into the ground, with our knees stacked over our ankles, our hips rooted firmly into the chair beneath us, our shoulders sitting upright over our hips. Draw the shoulders up, down, and back, finding some engagement in the abdominal muscles. And from here, we'll start to take some shoulder circles. You can extend the arms out towards the side, and then just start to slowly move the arms in circles. Noticing what it feels like to have this movement in our shoulder joints. Finding some extension out into the arms. Maybe the circles become larger. Maybe you become quicker in the movement. Maybe that doesn't serve you at all, and your shoulders, you make smaller circles. When you feel ready, switch directions, moving the arms towards the back of the walls. And then maybe you explore what it's like to place your own hand on your shoulders, bending at the elbow, and finding some shoulder circles with your own touch on your own body. You might notice that the circles become a little smaller with this movement. As a change in the arm placement changes the mobility in the shoulders. That's okay. Just explore what this is like in your body. When you feel ready, you may want to switch directions. And when that movement feels complete, allow your arms to fall heavy beside you. And just take a moment to recognize what's happening in your body after such simple movements. Can you recognize or notice a change in the sensations in your breathing? Has your breath become a little faster? Perhaps a little shallow? Do you notice your heart beating into your chest a little more? Maybe you feel a little muscle soreness and fatigue in the shoulders after doing even that little bit of work. Just take a moment to explore what those movements felt like in your body. This moment of awareness helps us to become more in touch with our nervous system, the system that controls our heartbeat, our respirations, our body temperature, all without us even noticing. Now we'll move into an Ujjayi breath, which is a breath that helps us to calm our nervous system. It uses sound in the back of the throat and can help us to override distracting thoughts that we might have. So to come into this breath, almost picture a mirror in front of you that you're going to fog up, and you want the sound with the constriction of the back of your throat. If this is your first time exploring this breath, feel free to keep your mouth open as you do it. If you've explored this breath before, you may want to try closing your mouth. But just take a few moments here to inhale and exhale, finding that constriction in the back of the throat. Take one more breath here. And when you're done, just come back into a relaxed position and take a moment to find that focus on your breath again. Noticing if after the release of the breath work, you now find some different sensations. Perhaps you place that awareness on your chest and your abdomen, just noticing where the breath is in comparison to before the breath work. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, let it all go. Moving back into the engaged posture, you might find yourself coming to the edge of your seat with your feet planted firmly on the ground, your shoulders stacked over your hips. Come into a little spinal movement. You can draw the hands out into a goalpost position. And as you inhale, explore what it's like to draw the shoulder blades together and the elbows towards the backside of the body. And as you exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine as you round the upper spine forward, bringing the elbows together as much as your body allows. Inhale, draw the elbows back towards the back of the body, opening across the chest, finding some elongation even in your collarbones. Exhale, navel draws towards the spine, curls in. And just find your own movement in this, alternating back and forth. Chest opening, upper spine rounding, finding that opening in the backside of the body. Maybe you do this 2 more times on your own. And when this movement feels complete, allow your arms to fall heavy beside you. Maybe you shake your arms out a little bit, doing a full body shakeout. Shakeouts are really good for, again, calming the nervous system and just letting go of any tension in the body and the mind. And as we ground firmly into our seat again, maybe you allow your left arm to fall heavy towards the side of you, or you choose to plant it into the chair, the side piece of the chair, as you inhale the right arm up towards the sky, grounding in towards your right hip, extending the right arm straight up towards the sky, finding a sensation running along the full side of the right side body, all the way up the armpits through your fingertips, finding so much stretching that maybe as you reach for more, you find that your body starts to reach over towards the left side, that full side stretch. Taking a moment here to just recognize where there's tension in the body and where there's stretching. Maybe you use your breath to send some relaxation to the shoulders that tend to crunch up in these side stretches and allow the shoulder to soften down. Take one more deep breath here. Bend the right elbow. Allow the right arm to fall heavy beside you. And take a moment to just check in with what's going on in your body now. After doing some movement on one side of the body, is the other side of the body maybe longing to find that movement for itself? So extend the right arm heavy beside you. Allow the left arm to draw up towards the center, reaching up. And then maybe your left arm now reaches towards the right side of the body. Can you stretch down can you pull down with your right arm as you reach up with your left arm, pulling an opposite, stretching the whole left side, making sure to stay grounded in the hips as you reach the torso up. Inhale, exhale. With every inhale, can you find some length? And with every exhale, can you find some relaxation? Take one more deep breath here as you bend the left elbow back down towards the center of the body and allow the left arm to hang heavy. Again, you might find it that you need a shake out here. You might have found that your body feels equal and whole after stretching both sides of the body. Now we'll come into another one of the actions of the spine with a twisting sensation. So coming into that engaged posture with the feet grounded on the floor and the shoulders stacked over the hips, making sure that as we move through this twisting motion, we protect our spine and our lower back by keeping our abdominal muscles engaged. Place your left hand over onto your right knee. You can place your right hand behind you on your right hip. Inhale to draw the spine up and long. Exhale, draw the right shoulder to the back side of the body as the left shoulder comes forward, finding a twisting sensation in the middle of your torso. You might feel your abdominal muscles engaged here. Every time you inhale, maybe you find a little more length. And as you exhale, you find yourself twisting a little deeper. Maybe you find your neck longing to find that same twist, and it looks back towards the back of the room over the right side of the body. Making sure you're not twerking your neck in any way, just exploring where the neck wants to go. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Coming back into a neutral position. Again, these moments in between movement are where we can check in with the sensations in our body. So take a moment to just feel where you might find any heaviness. Perhaps on the left side, you feel this sensation that's different from the right side? Do you notice any tingling anywhere in the torso? When you feel ready, place your right hand across onto your left knee. Place your left hand behind your left hip, grounding into the chair behind you. Inhale to find some length. Exhale, you might notice your left shoulder now drift towards the back of the room as the right shoulder comes forward. Finding that twisting sensation, that constriction in the middle of the torso. The abdominal engaged to keep the lower back safe. And with each inhale, perhaps you find a little more length in the body. And with every exhale, maybe you find a little bit more of a twist. Knowing that the twisting is only as far as your body allows you to go. No two bodies are the same. The two sides of the body aren't the same. And when this feels complete for you, allow the left shoulder to come forward, the right shoulder to come back. And just ask yourself, what does your body need now in this position after these movements? Sometimes after doing these twisting sensations, it's helpful to straighten the legs out in front of you and inhale to find some length in the spine. And as you exhale, maybe you fold forward a little bit, allowing your forearms to fall onto your thighs and finding that lengthening in the lower back. Maybe you take a few breaths here to find some relaxation throughout all of this movement. Take one more deep breath in. And when you feel ready, gradually walk the hands up, rolling the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Maybe you find that your legs now are searching to expand open to find some stretching in the inner sides of the hips. So placing your feet grounded on the floor and finding that opening in your hips. Maybe you explore a side body stretch again as you bring your right forearm down onto your right knee or your right upper thigh. Inhale to find some length and find that stretching on the left side of the body. Maybe you notice that there's a grounding sensation in the left hip to keep you in the chair and not pulling at the left hip out of the chair as you reach across from the hip all the way into the middle finger of the left hand. Inhale. Exhale, draw the spine upright. Allow the left arm to bend and relax down with the left forearm on top of the left thigh. And on your next inhale, draw the right arm up towards the sky, finding some elongation and length through the right side of the body. Maybe you notice your right foot grounding firmly into the floor to extend the whole upper body up a little bit higher. Ensuring not to crunch down on the left side, but just finding that length in the right side of the body. When this feels complete for you, you draw your spine back up to an upright position, bend the right elbow, allow the right arm to hang heavy. Draw your legs together. Extend both legs out in front of you. Cross the right leg or the right ankle over the left ankle. And when you do that, maybe you notice that there's a slight opening in the outer right hip. Maybe you want to explore that sensation a little deeper and draw the right ankle up just below the right knee. Or perhaps you're able to bring the right ankle above the right knee, ensuring not to press on the knee joint itself, but above the right knee, finding this figure 4 position with our right knee extended out towards the right side of the body, drawing the left leg in towards the body to bend if possible. This can be a very deep sensation for some people, so feel free to go back to any of the positions that we've brought up. But if it feels good in your body, maybe you draw your attention to that outer right hip. Our hips store so much of our memories and our emotions, and they support our back all day long. So it's very nice to just take those couple breaths to send some focus there, show our body some love in this shape. When this feels complete for you, maybe you draw your right knee up into your right chest, and then place your right foot back onto the ground and extend the right leg out in front of you, placing the right heel, finding that pressure of the earth beneath you in the right heel as you draw your toes towards yourself, asking yourself where you feel the sensation in this shape. Perhaps you notice that your upper thigh muscles are contracted as there's some elongation of the muscles in the backside of the calf. Inhale, draw the right knee back up to meet the left. Take a moment here to just recognize the differences again. And what are you feeling in your body at this moment? And then when you feel ready, draw both legs out towards center. Cross the left ankle over the right ankle. And then on the left side, just explore in the same way, drawing the left ankle up below the knee, maybe above the knee. Maybe you bend the right knee. Knowing that the left and the right side of the body are very different, especially the left and the right hips. Just recognizing that there are these differences, and what felt one way on one side of the body may feel completely different on the other. Finding a few moments for some awareness in that left outer hip, the left backside of the legs. Noticing the ground beneath you with the right foot. Inhale. Sending the exhale for some relaxation on the left outer hip. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Perhaps you draw your left foot into the left side body. And then place the left foot on the floor beneath you. Extend the left leg out in front of you, pushing the left heel into the ground. Finding that stretch in the left side calf. Noticing that the right foot is supporting beneath you. Inhale. On your exhale, draw the left foot back to the center. Coming into our biggest shape that we will throughout this session today. Drawing the right hip open and wide like we did in that seated angle pose. Bring our right forearm back down onto the right hip. Extending the torso up and long. Maybe you explore what it's now like to find that side body stretch with the left leg extended out towards the side. Try grounding your left foot into the floor, feeling the weight of the floor beneath you. And then if it feels comfortable in your body, maybe you bring your left arm up over the head, finding that elongation on the left side body that we've been working on. Asking yourself, what do you feel in the right inner leg? Perhaps your neck is starting to feel a little tight and stiff and longing for some movement. Maybe you draw your attention down towards the floor or gaze up to look at the left hand. Noticing how there's a change in the position of the body as you change something as simple as your neck. Take one more deep breath here. Exhale, allow the left arm to start to come down as the torso draws upright. Draw the left leg in towards center. Bring the right leg in towards center. Maybe the left leg now comes out to the side. As you bring the left side body down, forearm on thigh. Extend the opposite leg out, really working towards grounding that foot into the floor as much as your body will allow it. Noticing this similar sensation in the backside of your calf as you do this. And then inhale to draw the arm up and over towards the side body. Working towards straightening your torso out ever so slightly, finding that abdominal contraction to hold your body upright in space in this position. Again, maybe your gaze drops down towards the foot beneath you or up towards the sky above. Just taking a moment in this shape to recognize every part of your body that's working. From your pinky toe stabilizing the outside of your grounded foot to the length all the way up your underarm to your hands. The abdominal contraction. When you feel ready, draw the torso upright. Allow the arm to bend back down and both legs to draw in together. Just take a moment here to find whatever movement you need after being in such a large shape. Maybe it's a shakeout. Maybe you want to draw your shoulder blades back together, finding a chest opening. Maybe you feel the top of your back needs to find that stretch again, and you draw your navel in and shoulder blades together. Just recognizing the large movement that your body just went through and how it needed to use so many muscles together to create that shape. Maybe you take this moment to just recognize your breath, where your breath is going, how your breath feels. Perhaps you find that both hands make their way to your stomach as we start to focus on the 3-part breath. As you draw the air in through the nostrils, down the back of your throat, into your lungs. Maybe this breath becomes so deep that it allows your abdomen to expand and push into your hands. And as you exhale, notice that the air first draws the abdomen in, hands falling closer into the body as it draws its way out the chest. Inhale deep into the belly, finding the abdominal expansion. Exhale, navel draws in as the breath leaves the body. Inhale, abdomen expands. Exhale, pushing all the air out. And keeping one hand on your stomach, maybe you place another hand on your rib and take a breath so deep that the air expands all the way deep into the stomach, overflows it, and now you notice the rib cage expanding with the breath. Exhale, the ribs draw in, navel draws in, breath leaves the body. Inhale, abdomen expands, rib cage widens open. Air comes into the body. Exhale, rib cage draws down. Navel draws towards the spine. Breath leaves the body. Inhale, abdomen, rib cage. Exhale, rib cage draws in, navel towards the spine. Now take your hand that's on your ribs and place it on your chest. And take a breath so deep that your abdomen expands, your ribs open, and now your clavicles begin to expand and widen. As the air fills up your entire torso, you find length in the expansion. Exhale, chest draws down, rib cage softens, abdomen draws in towards the spine. Inhale from the stomach, through the ribs, deep into the chest again. Finding that whole upper body expansion from the breath. Exhale, chest draws in, navel draws in, breath leaves the body. Now allow your hands to relax wherever you'd like to find them. As we check in with our breath again, noticing if there's any difference in our breath after finding all this movement in our body, finding some changes in our breath that we've purposely done. And as you're in a comfortable position, you find the weight of your body being supported by the chair underneath you. And as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, just allow your attention to rest gently on your breath. Feeling the movement as it enters and exits your body. And each time you exhale, allow yourself to let go of any tension. As you exhale, allow your face to relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax your stomach. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Relax your fingers. And on your next exhale, settle your attention to the areas around your heart. Focus that attention on feelings of love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness. And with this attention on your heart center, bring to mind something or someone you are grateful for. Allow that feeling of gratitude that you have for someone to fill your whole body with warmth. And now perhaps you allow that gratitude and that warmth feeling to be grateful for you and your being here and alive. And maybe that warmth and that gratitude brings about this abundance feelings of blessing and happiness and joy for the many gifts that you have been blessed with in life. Maybe you bring your attention to the people who truly nourish your life and bless you with their presence. Now bring your attention and how this gratitude feels to that area around your heart again. With each inhale, allow this feeling of warmth to grow outward, expanding to fill your chest, your arms, your hands, your legs. This feeling of gratitude fills you up. And as you return your attention to your breath, allow your body to remember the sensations of this gratitude. As you gradually bring your attention back to the center of the room, perhaps you bring this feeling of warmth and gratitude with you throughout the rest of your day. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Let it all out. Thank you for your time with me today.